Good evening. I'm Dmitry Gerasimov, the CEO of Demlabs, leading the Cellframe project. Welcome to our live AMA stream. As always, we'll talk about the development of all our projects, share news from the life of the company, and our plans for the future. We'll also answer questions from the community. Today we'll talk about what we accomplished in September, show you the roadmap for the bidirectional bridge, and much more. It will be interesting as usual. Today we have prepared the following topics. First, updates to the Cell staking website and voting for the emission of rewards for holders. Cellframe dashboard updates. News from the KelVPN team. Progress and preparation for the launch of the bidirectional bridge, discussing the Cellframe DEX and how it works, our marketing activities, what we did in September and plans for October, and finally the NSUCRYPTO International Cryptographic Olympiad. Let's start with the news on the Cell staking side. Today we have several updates about the Cell staking program. I will start with the technical side. First, we have automated the inclusion of gas fees in Ethereum and BSC networks when dealing with the Cell LP tokens on the staking website. Why this is important? Consensus has made significant changes to the rules for using MetaMask software wallets, and now when conducting transactions, the gas price must be entered manually, not good for my opinion, and we decided that we didn't want that in our case and made it so that the gas price is added automatically when a transaction is created, as it was before. This means that in the spirit of the new MetaMask rules, the process has not changed in any way for our users. Secondly, our own network fee is now added to the calculation when creating the stake. The Cellframe network fee is taken into account and displayed automatically when you are setting up the stake transaction. We have also implemented a special indicator that shows the progress of your transaction. And now some staking news on the organizational side. Very soon we'll announce the start of voting to approve the size of the emission for staking rewards. Stay tuned for updates. According to our Tokenomics 2.0 article, see the link in the description of this video, the emission of tokens for rewards occurs every year, and according to the plan, it will decrease every year. Last year, its volume amounted to 3 million tokens. Starting this year, the amount of tokens emitted will be decided by a vote of all Cell holders. For our part, we suggest bringing the number down from 3 million to 2 million tokens. But the community will have the last vote. We'll propose few variants for vote. 2 million, 1 million with half, stay 3 million the same. If you have your own variants, please suggest them in chat and comments below. Any Cell token holder will be able to vote, but the weight of their vote will be proportional to the size of their holding. As much Cell token you have, as much weight you will have when you vote. To facilitate this, we'll create special TD app for the Cellframe dashboard and wallet. Then we'll launch a separate web interface for the vote, which will be used in subsequent rounds of voting on the ERC20 and BIP20 networks. Now we can move from the thing we plan to build in Cellframe dashboard to talking about what we already have in our dashboard now. So recently we completed work on implementing a protocol based on GSONRPC. This protocol is used to send messages between Cellframe node and Cellframe dashboard. You know, Cellframe dashboard, it's only graphical interface for the Cellframe node. By doing this, we improve the quality of data transfer and the stability of the node. The ability to create wallets with Bliss and picking signatures has been removed from the interface. Now it's deprecated, but we still continue to support them, of course. Now such wallets can only be restored. We recommend that users create wallets with another create Current signature Crystal Deletion is currently available and will be soon add Falcon, which is already available in the Cellframe node and Cellframe SDK as well as Sphinx Plus is also coming. Please transfer your funds to a wallet with one of these signatures. We also fixed several bugs and improved the stability of the application by updating the Cellframe node version. You can always download the latest version of the Cellframe dashboard on our website. See the link in the description of this video. And now we move on to the next topic. Next we have news from the KelVPN team. KelVPN is a decentralized VPN service in the Cellframe ecosystem. Here is what we have been done recently. The team improved the KelVPN website design, have been updated. New section how to become a KelVPN provider has appeared. The team created an account on Instagram. You will find links in the description of this video as all links that I have mentioned before and after. Also, a new option has appeared on the Kel staking site. Now Kel tokens can be staked not only in Backbone, the main Cellframe network, but also in the native KelVPN main network or parachain. The team is still working on the collaborative mode for KelVPN. As you remember, this mode will have the two options for interaction between the user and provider through CDB server on our site central database and directly through the Cellframe dashboard or the Cellframe wallet. Option 1, how it looks like: the user buys a serial key and starts use the available service offered by CDB. Here is what happened on the backend at this point when connected to each new server. By the way, server is just a master node in KelVPN mainnet. A conditional payment transaction is created on the CDB side. The user signs the transaction with the key. A conditional transaction is valid until the full amount of service paid for on this server is spent. Then the next transaction is created and the whole process starts over again and again. Payment for the use of the services is received by the provider in Kel tokens from the CDB wallets. So, briefly, in option 1, you just purchase serial key and just use VPN as any other VPN. Option 2 differs the next. You don't need to purchase a serial key. You just download KelVPN, download Cellframe wallet dashboard, obtain somewhere Kel tokens, and then connect them together and pay for your private encrypted surfing via the Kel tokens. The user interacts with the provider directly and selects service that's suitable for him in terms of price and location. In this case, both the creation and signing of conditional transaction happens on the user's side. No any CDB involved in this. The process sounds quite complicated, I know. For the convenience of users, everything happens transparently and you just see serial key and connection with your wallet in case of option 2. The team is currently conducting beta testing of the collaborative mode, by the way, with the participation of the community, and we invite you to join. You will be able to test our new features in action and help the team make it better and more convenient for users. As a reward, you will receive a free license key to activate KelVPN. To participate in testing, join the KelVPN beta testers group on the Telegram. See the link in description. Also, you can now launch a masternode on the KelVPN main network. Yes, it's alive, if somebody missed it. The technical requirements and the sequence of actions are the same as in the Cellframe network. The main difference is that to run a KelVPN masternode, you must have staked a minimum of 100 mKel token, or it equals 100,000 Kel token. For now, only the role of network validator is available for masternode. Service provider is still in development on the last stages. it's even not the development itself is bug fixing really, because generally it works just with some issues. We are polishing them, and when we'll over, we'll produce new release. But it's important to understand launching a masternode is a prerequisite for becoming a provider, service provider, VPN provider. A link to instructions for launching a masternode is in the video description. Let's move on to our next topic, preparation for the launch of the bidirectional Cellframe bridge. We have a big new goal, which means we have a new roadmap. We'll show it later, but first let's look at the overall statistics on our commits in GitLab. You could see it on this table. And now we'll discuss the development progress on the bidirectional bridge specifically. So, as part of our work on the bidirectional bridge, or two-way bridge, we are making specific changes to the network architecture to enhance the functionality of synchronization mechanisms, among other improvements. Namely, first, we are refactoring the global database, which is the distributed data storage of the Cellframe network. We have already changed the format of the record in it, and by the way, GDB became a single, or separate, how to say it, single software product. But let's talk about this somewhere later. Okay, we also designed the message format and flooding mechanism, and we implemented node address authentication at the stream level. These improvements made it possible to support stream clusters and to organize SSRIs to global DB records. They also let us optimize the use of resources and reduce redundant synchronization. In addition to enhancing synchronization, we also increasing the network security. Specifically the security of individual components within our SDK, and as a result, we are closing potential attack vectors. Furthermore, we have optimized the committing process within the network by adding additional checks. When we finish making these changes, we'll essentially be done preparing for launch of the bidirectional bridge. After that, the stage of bug fixing and internal audit will begin, then will be moved to an external audit, and after this, we open bidirectional bridge. We open two-wave movement through it. Okay, here you can see more details about preparing for the launch of the two-way bridge. Here you can see in the left column a list of all our tasks, and the right column you can see tasks completed the last month. You could see we have significant progress, and we'll continue to do more and more. Now let's discuss another service we're currently working on, the DEX, Decentralized Exchange. Judging by the number of questions we have received, you are very interested in this. This is also one of my favorite tasks, by the way. Cellframe DEX is a TD app within the Cellframe ecosystem, available to users of our wallets on Backbone network. Traditionally, DEX uses AMA technologies, automatic market making. This is how, for example, PancakeSwap and Uniswap exchange works. Liquidity providers provides liquidity, and you operate with automatic standing prices, but we do it differently. Our exchange will work with limit orders. They are usually used on centralized exchanges, CEX, but it's also possible to implement them on DEX. For people who don't know what is it, a limit order, just order for peer-to-peer exchange between seller and customer, and it doesn't require any liquidity provider. In the future, by the way, AMM TDApps also plan it, which will allow us to create a hybrid model and attract liquidity to our DEX from other networks and from some of our partners as well. Now I will share with you the interesting and important things have happened in our marketing program since the last broadcast, and most important is Olympiad. We have already spoken more than once about the fact that this year we are participating in the organization of the International Cryptography Olympiad NSUCRYPTO. And now the time is finally here. It starts on October 15. Letters have already been sent to the two universities and companies from all over the world, more than 12,000 addresses. Both students and working professionals are invited to solve the complex problem at the intersection of different modern maths, and the tasks are already written and ready to be sent to the competitors. And we're also preparing a task that will be directly related to Cellframe's needs. See the link in the video description to register for the Olympiad. Register and participate. Our marketing is actively developing, you see, and not only with Olympiad. For example, we just now joined by two video production specialists who have already started creating promotional videos for the products of our ecosystem. We are now producing tutorial videos and lectures about creating decentralized projects on our platform, everything that you have asked. Don't miss the releases, they are coming soon. Our coverage across all channels is also growing every month, and September is already rose above 45%, and the audience growth is about 23%. Amazing numbers. In addition, we continue to regularly conduct our AMA streams. As you may have noticed, we will collect questions from you and share developments news. We also planning AMAs as partner sites. We have started preparing for the New Year festivities, so recommend following our Instagram account. There will be a lot of live content. Also, we would like to thank you for asking your questions and support all our activity. Thank you very much. We are Cell, we are here. And now let's dive into the questions you have sent before. First question. Will we be able to create LP pairs on the Cellframe DEX? As I told you before, we are launching DEX based on the limited order model, so it doesn't require liquidity providers at all. We are planning to run some arbitrage bots for moving for adding liquidity. Maybe later will be some AMA TDFs that will have LP pairs, but on the middle or term will not be able to create them. Okay, the next question, will the Cellframe DEX utilize smart contracts? If not, what control mechanism will be used instead? We used so-called conditional transaction because we have a limited order model. We doesn't require some complicated complex calculations for this. It's just peer-to-peer exchanges, and we use very simple and high secure mechanism that calls conditional transactions. Next question. What tokens will be available in the Cellframe DEX? All the tokens on the backbone will be available. How will Cellframe secure liquidity for these tokens? As I told before, with some AMM bots. Also, we are planning to collaborate with our partners, Symbiosis. They are special. Symbiosis are focused on liquidity, liquidity providing, liquidity migration. So that's our plan. Next question. Recently, it has been reported that Binance is leaving the Russian market. Is it now possible to list Cell on this exchange? Cell is an international project, so no problem with this. Next question. Does the security of the Cellframe blockchain depend on the number of master nodes? As any decentralized network, yes, it depends. If so, how many is in need to protect the network? Protect from what? It's always question, protect from what? But if we'll talk about usual threats, some, let's think about 10 nodes, too small amount. 1 million, too big. So I think this number is somewhere between these two numbers. Okay, the next question. Is it possible to get the master role in several networks at once? Yes. How it will change the hardware requirements for the node depends from networks. If we are talking about KelVPN, doesn't change at all. Only it has additional requirement if you became service provider. Next question. Tell us more about the light nodes. How will such a node display the wallet balance if it doesn't have access to the entry blockchain? It has access. Just when it processes, it drop down all transactions. It doesn't relay with wallet balance. And when it stores only the unspent transactions for this wallet, not a big amount. Next question. Will master nodes on the KelVPN network send blocks just like a master nodes on backbone, or only provide VPN service? They will do it both things. Next question. Does blockchain work like a database like MySQL or MongoDB, or does it just store records of the transaction? So hard to answer because it both same time. It work like a decentralized database and it just store records of the transactions. But it does it stores all the data with link on the previous data, so you cannot replace or remove some part of data without breaking the whole system. That's the key advantage of a blockchain. It's unchangeable database. Next question. If I want to create a meme token, it will be possible directly on Backbone, or do I have to participate in slot auction? Possible directly on Backbone. Slot auction requires only if you want to run your own per chain or network in our terms. Okay, it was all the questions prepared before. Let me see what happens in our chat on our translation. One moment. Okay, what's going on? Greeting from hello Rotterdam. What about stablecoin? We are thinking about it. About stablecoin. Also, right now we are in negotiation with one startup that planning to run a flat coin. Flat coin for me it's more interesting and modern thing in a crypto world. It helps better than a stable coin to save your funds from inflation, save your savings from inflation. But about this, better to talk next time. Really long story. Okay, when we'll have a DEX, can we see the bidirectional bridge map? Any new partnerships? Jamil, please look the beginning of this video. I have talked about DEX, about bidirectional bridge roadmap as well. About new partnerships. There are talks about new partnerships as well. Maybe next AMA will announce them. Okay, it was all the questions from you. Thank you for all your attention, for all your support, for all your time. See you next time. We are Cell, we are here.